government extends NIM-SIM linkage deadline by 8 weeks. Correspondent highlights gains of federal government youth empowerment and welfare package. A warm good evening to you. Thank you for joining us on the news tonight. I am Achibong Basi. Meeting to review and adopt the committee works on the twin increase of premium motor spirit and electricity tariff has resolved to meet in 3 weeks. This is to enable the organized labor time to study the recommendations submitted by the committees. Although the Committee on Electricity Tariff is yet to finish their technical report, which is expected in a week's time. The Secretary to Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, as well as the organized labor, are hopeful that the year 2021 will bring good luck to Nigerians instead of challenges. The federal government has extended deadline for the ongoing National Identification Number (NIN) and Subscriber Identity Model (SIM) integration exercise by 8 weeks. A statement jointly signed by Director, Public Affairs of the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC), Ikechukwu Adinde, and Head Corporate Communications NIMSI, Kayode Adegoke, indicates that the new deadline is April 6, 2021. This development is major fallout of the Ministerial Task Force on NIM-SIM registrations meeting chaired by Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Issa Pantami, which had all key players in attendance, including telecommunications companies, regulators, and unions. So far, a total of 56.18 million NINs have been collected by the mobile network operators, representing a significant increase when compared with the 47.8 million reported by the Technical Committee on January 18, 2021. The statement commends Nigerians for their efforts and urges those yet to get their national identity numbers to take advantage of the extension to do so, while promising to ensure an easier and COVID-19 self-registration process for all Nigerians and legal residents. The Nigerian economy, impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, is being given boost with different artisanal and small-scale mineral processing clusters in all the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. Minister of State for Mines and Steel Development, Dr. Uchechukwu Oger, who revealed this during the handing over of titled documents of land donated by the Cross River State Government for the South-South zone of the cluster, says the initiative is driven by the federal government. Paul Abel reports.
The development of artisanal and small-scale mineral processing cluster project is an initiative of the federal government in swift response to the economic impact of COVID-19 pandemic to uplift the livelihoods of Nigerians. This it intends to achieve through harmonizing artisanal and small-scale mineral operators, customers and stakeholders based on geographical proximity to utilize expertise and facilities provided by government and other industry operators. The Cross River State government is excited at the choice of the state to start the cluster project for barite value chain development in the South-South region with attendant enormous benefits spanning through job creation, enhanced safer mining and fast-tracking development, among others.
The potentials we have in this project is so enormous that it's going to be of immense benefit to the entire nation, not only Nigeria, to other African countries.
We are very happy. We are also looking at the job creation or opportunity for youths to be able to work in the place.
The projects are expected to be completed in 6 months, while other states to host the clusters for different solid minerals with large deposits in their zones include Bauchi, Kano, Kogi, among others. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
Youths are often described as one of the greatest investments for any country's development. Having this in mind, the federal government invested its resources in Nigerian youth for optimal self-reliance and economic development through its youth empowerment and welfare packages, and today there are desired visible results in Cross River State. Let's join Maureen Liu Ajong for the report.
The Youth Empowerment Initiative of the federal government is what may be described as tangible testimonies from beneficiaries of the program in Cross River State. 31-year-old Janet Agba, an indigene of Cross River State, a graduate of mass communication from the Cross River University of Technology, CRUTEC, testifies of being a beneficiary of the program. She says upon graduation, life was very challenging, especially without a source of livelihood. The opportunity offered by the federal government's empowerment showed up, and for her, this was life-changing.
I graduated since 2014. I went to service, came back. It was like that. Not until I saw this opportunity from ITF, which have really brought smile to my face. And challenge the world, I started my peanuts with just 1,000 naira. After production of the peanuts, I was able to deliver 3,000 naira, which I've gained 2,000 naira. From there, I went into buns, egg roll, I went into donuts. Then I went to my neighbors, I went to them, I said, I bake, I can be supplying you peanuts, I can be supplying you donuts. They said, okay, let's try. They started trying. Some of them started with, I can bet you that I started trying with even 200. They said, bring 5 pieces, which they gain 50 naira, and I get my 200. And when they saw that the patronage was okay, they had to please, let's step up to 500. Let's step up to 1,000. That was how we started stepping up to a point that I started having orders from different angles based on recommendation. I went as far as delivering up to 400 pieces of meat per.
Today, Janet is not just self-reliant, but she is giving back to the society.
I have a lot of cakes I have baked. I started my first wedding cake I delivered was wow. And that cake, what I collected from my clients was 30,000 naira. I delivered 3 steps cake. When I delivered the wedding cake, someone saw it there and said, please, you will do my traditional marriage cake.
Lewechi Iwara is another beneficiary of NPAR program of the federal government. For her, monies received aided her acquisition of tailoring with hopes to be independent soon.
Then I was not having any money. I was not even doing anything that would fetch me any money. But when that one came, I applied, and I was fortunate enough to be one of the beneficiaries. And they were paying 30,000 naira every month, which I have empowered myself with it. I've been able to buy sewing machine, and I've been able to enroll in sewing.
For Janet, like some other youths who are beneficiaries of the federal government's empowerment program and stakeholders, most schemes to economically develop youths will place Nigeria at advantageous position in the Committee of Nations while checking youth restiveness. As the initiative continues to put Nigerian youth in viable economic stances, other youths in Cross River State are expectant that their turns will come soon. In Calabar, Maureen Liu Ajom, NTA News.
This is the rebranded NTA Calabar News at 7. Stay with us while we go take some commercials. See you soon.
Wow! Like the drops of waters, slow but steady, we have become bigger, stronger, south of the Niger. NTA Calabar, back with the band. HD signals, much programs. Tune to us today and every day. Hook on to us on Star Times Channel 103 and on VHF Band Channel 9. Watch the best of your delights on Sweet HD Colors. NTA Calabar, the station for the people.
Members of the public with any complaint concerning any of our programs should forward their complaints to the Nigerian Television Authority, Channel 9, Murtala Mohammed Highway, Calabar. Phone numbers 0906 198 3183, 0906 883 6550, email address ntacalabar@gmail.com, or to the National Broadcasting Commission, plus 32 Parliamentary Housing Estate, Second Gate, behind Zanzibar Hotel, Calabar. Telephone number 0818-445-9924, email address nbccalabar@yahoo.com. Sign, Management.
Una no vex. Una never hear of coronavirus. Prevention is better pass cure. See this thing. Hand sanitizer. Now one way to take prevent coronavirus with that. See, another one we say we go wash our hands clean with soap and with water. Another one we say when we want sneeze, we want cough. Oh yeah, may we dab together. Correct people. If you see say you get symptom of fever or difficulty in breathing, abeg make you dey your day, make you sit down. Nigeria, our culture dey promote cleanliness. Let the celebration continue.
This message is from NTA and NCAC.
Good to have you back. And now to COVID-19 update. 676 new cases of COVID-19 have been confirmed by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, in Nigeria. According to data recorded, Lagos has 227 cases, Rivers 73, Niger 69, Plateau 56, Federal Capital Territory 50, Kano 44, Oyo 43 cases, Ogun 27, Gombe 18, Ondo 15, Enugu and Osun 10 each, Cross River and Edo 8 each, Nasarawa 7, Bauchi 4, Kaduna 3, Ekiti and Zamfara 4 each. This brings the total confirmed cases in the country to 131,918, while 106,275 have been discharged, with 1,607 deaths. Latest market survey by a correspondent indicates that the price of rice has trickled down. Let's take a listen to Wisdom Jacob's report.
Rice is the most important food crop of the developing world and staple food eaten by more than 3.5 billion people around the world. In Nigeria, rice is one of the staple foods eaten almost in every home on daily basis, as well as at occasions and during festivities. Despite the high demand for rice as a staple food, the price of this commodity has been on the high side, making it difficult for many people to afford it. In August 2019, Nigeria closed its land borders. However, in the wake of declining oil prices, the federal government through Central Bank of Nigeria placed a ban on importation of 41 items, including rice, from accessing forex in the official foreign exchange market, a measure to help conserve the nation's foreign reserves and encourage local production. The federal government, at a cabinet meeting in the last quarter of 2020, approved the reopening of 4 land borders but kept restriction on rice importation and some other products. With all these policies put in place, the price of rice became unbearable for the common man, especially during the Christmas and New Year celebrations. But presently, the price of this commodity has reduced drastically from 35,000 to 23,000 naira depending on the brand.
Price of rice now, we are selling 28,000. While before we are selling 34,000, 32,000. But rice have dropped now.
Like tomato, which is stone-free, at the rate of 23,000 presently. Rice master, which is at the rate of 23,000 as well. African nutritious, that one is at the rate of 23,000 naira as well.
The one that dropped price is foreign rice. The one they smuggle from Cameroon, they smuggle from Oron to sell for us. That is one that dropped, really. But Nigerian rice, as I see it, did not drop. The suppliers just reduced like 500 or 1,000 from Nigerian on.
What could be the reasons for the reduction?
Because of the sales, there's no money. People have no money to buy goods. There's no money for people to buy food, for people to buy goods. That is why the price dropped.
People that came from Oron to sell the rice to us, to supply us the rice, say that there are some group of whether custom, navy, those joint task force, that they enter their warehouse at Oron to pack their rice. Each time they broke into their warehouse, they will pack all their rice and they will lose completely. So because of that incident, they have to reduce the price of the rice in order to sell it out.
Rice dealers are, however, appealing to the federal government to lift ban on rice importation, as the ones produced locally is not enough to feed the masses. In Uyo, Wisdom Jacob, NTA News.
And now to sports update.
Welcome to Sports Update. I am Tamara Ebiwe. We begin from home front, where athletes to the 20th National Sports Festival, built for Benin City, the Edo State capital this month, are intensifying training at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja, to ensure podium finishes at the festival.
It's been a very long while that we competed, so we're just trying to put everything in place. Our coaches are trying their best to see that we execute properly.
We've only had one meet, so based on that, I wish we can run one more meet before the festival. But I think come festival, a lot of people will be a little bit in tune with the specific training, and then I think they should pretty much come to perform. In
football, talents discovered at the just ended 2021 Olympic hybrid football screening program held in Abuja are in camp, preparing for the 2021 Dana Cup, scheduled for Denmark. The newly selected players and the main team settled for a 1-0 draw on the final day.
So we want to start working and building with our old squad to get things out of it. So basically it was a very successful program.
Now to tennis, where former world number 1 Serena Williams' chase for her 24th record equaling major singles title gets a boost, as she has fully recovered from an Achilles injury suffered at the US Open in September. Serena and Katie Boulter won their opening Australian Open warm-up matches, with Williams defeating Australia's Daria Gavrilova 6-1, 6-4, while Boulter beat Russia's Anna Kalinskaya 6-1, 6-3. That's Sports Update. I am Tamara Ebiwe.
That's the size of a package, but before we go, let's take a quick look at some of the stories that made the headlines. The federal government has extended name-SIM linkage deadline by 8 weeks, with a new deadline of April 6, 2021. Also, our correspondent highlighted the gains of federal government youth empowerment and welfare packages in Cross River State. Thank you so much for staying with us. Do remember to stay safe.